Hey everyone, I'm Sly and I'm here with D. And today we're going to talk about Skye Nicolson. Great performance today, how she looked against Bec Connolly. Now D, you were saying a few things to me when we were watching the fight. You were saying a little bit of Lomachenko-esque. Give me your thoughts on everything, man.
Yeah, so just going over the fight, as you could tell, she had this in the bag right from the beginning, which is it's a prospect fight, she's gonna have these type of fights to kind of build her name. Mm-hmm. She's one of the faces for the women boxing of DAZN, so she was out there to put on a performance. First 3 rounds she was kind of getting warmed up. You can see that she was jabbing a lot and she was moving at angles, and what she was doing with her jab is that she was jab and then setting up for the hook, and you tell right away Connolly didn't want to be there, that she was already had that in the bag. But what really tripped me out was first 3 rounds were pretty dominant by Skye Nicolson, but the 4th round is when she turned it up and she made that girl's face look like a balloon.
Oh yeah.
And you could tell by the 4th round she would just wanted to put on a show. She had her hands down just like Lomachenko did against Walter, where she stood in the middle of the ring and just put her hands down because she knew that the other opponent didn't want to attack. And then also there was a point where her opponent went back, Bec Connolly, and then Skye Nicolson just walked her down with her hands down, just playing with her. And so good fight to build her name, build a prospect. Hopefully that she doesn't get too cocky and because that's how a lot of fighters were as they have the big fights. They'll get punched with a lucky shot because they're being too careless. But I liked what I saw from her. She was moving in different angles, and that she has a really nice jab. And like I said in the last video of her, what she does is that she loves to move around. So she'll move around the range. She'll jab, kind of in a way of Katie Taylor, is that she wants to outbox her opponents. So she's gonna jab, move around, and then she loves to set up her hook. That's her main shot right there.
Yeah, I thought she looked really good. Like you said, she was moving in angles. She was peppering out that jab really good. One thing, like I said, when she goes up against harder opponents, hopefully she doesn't leave her hands down like she was doing later in the rounds. It kind of seemed like the 5th, 6th round she was kind of coasting it, she just wanted to get the W. Because her opponent Connolly, poor thing, dude, her face was ballooning up. She looked like one of those Oompa Loompas because her face was turning red. It was bad. So she gave her a boxing lesson. Like I said, she looked really good. She was like you said, a little Lomachenko-esque, the way she was moving in angles, using her jab. The 1-2s were going out. I think one thing with her 1-2, her straight, like I said, against tougher opponents, she's got to protect herself, because when she was throwing that straight, she was leaving her hands down. But like I said, she knew she was in cruise control. She had it in the bag. She looked good. She looked really good. So, I can't wait. They said that she's going to fight again soon, dude.
So they're going to try to get her in the undercard for the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor fight. So this is a good opponent just to build her name. And if she could get that slot for the undercard for the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, that'll just skyrocket her career, because not only is that going to be an eventful historic night for women boxing, it's going to be one of the biggest fights for women boxing. But if she's in that undercard, she's going to be able to boost her name up. So hopefully she gets it. And like you were saying earlier, just hopefully she's building good habits. She's not being too careless. But I love where her mind's at. She's a very humble, and when now everything that we just said, just to go over for the whole boxing, this is all just to improve. Not to talk bad about Bec Connolly, but she was there to lose.
Yeah.
She has 3 wins, 12 losses. So with Skye Nicolson, this was a performance for her to build her name. And we're going to see this probably for the next 5 fights. And then they're going to see within these next 5 fights if she's going to be a top contender. So right now it's cruise control, build her name, put on a show for the fans. And she's going to be, I believe, one of the faces of boxing. For women boxing.
Yeah, and that's what I said. She's going to be on the undercard of Serrano. So, dude, that's where Serrano goes at featherweight. So, she's got to look good, because I don't know, man. Like I said, she's 26 years old already, so they might want to they're probably thinking about putting her in against one of these 2 monsters later down the road. So she's got it. She's riding her bike. She's she's going basically. So,
and the person who's number 1 in her division is Yamineth Mercado. If you guys don't remember her, that's the girl that with the coach with Amanda Serrano, where they beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And so that's well, I'm looking for her next couple of fights, because these are all, again, prospect fights. We saw that she's very good with her jab. She can move in angles. But the next thing that I'm going to look for her is if she could fight in the inside more.
Yeah.
Because with Mercado, she's a Mexican fighter. And you know, Mexican fighters, they love to like stay in the middle, and they love to bang and like fight in the inside. So that's going to be one thing as she starts getting tougher opponents. I want to see how she does as an all-around fighter, fighting the inside, using her jab, using her hooks. And so that's going to be keys to look for in the future for her.
Yeah, guys, so that's what we got on Skye Nicolson. Hopefully, like we said, she'll be fighting soon again. So we'll see her. Hopefully she looks good again. Hopefully we can talk more about her. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you like what you saw out of her today. Make sure to like this video, guys. Comment, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.